Right then. Here we have it. Blade is back. It's with the electrics. Right then, I'm going to show you how to wire this base up. But I need to show the infinite loop first, so you can see the basics of how this is going before we do the whole base. But here we have it. This is my infinite loop. This little bit here at the bottom. And you don't really need the counters. It's just that I like the counters to be there. So what we're going to do, we're going to start by jumping up here. And we're going to grab the electric. Now if I did this as neat as I did that base, we'll literally be here for an hour. So I'm going to run the power out here, I'm giving up, and I'm going to just wire it messy as anything. If you've got a combination of wind turbines, connect them through root combiners first, then run your collection down here and then run it into this counter. Now you want that to show pass through, so it shows all the power that's coming from the wind turbine. Now run this power down to this electrical branch down here. Now this is where we'll select the power that we want to use for the base. So the left hand side is what we'll choose. That will run through the left hand side of this OR switch. The right hand side, what we're not using, that's going to be a spare power. We'll run that first through this electrical branch because we want to rob 2 out of it. And that's to be used to stop the blocker from engaging unless there's not enough power from the wind turbines. Now the rest of this power, I say, we're going to run to the battery, but I'll run it through another counter just so you can make sure you've got spare power and you can see what your batteries are charging at basically. So you don't have to have it, but I just like it there just so I can see that my batteries are charging. Now I'll run the other side. This is where the battery backup's going to come in, and we're going to run to that through the bottom of this blocker. And then at the top of the blocker, we're going to take that to the right hand side of the OR switch. So if we're not getting enough power on the left hand side of the OR switch from the wind turbines, the batteries will take over from the right hand side, and that'll happen when the blocker isn't getting any blocker anymore to the left hand side. Now we're going to need some power just coming into the base. So we're going to do 2 turrets. We got all of these things around here. We got all these things to run. So I just need to bang a random number in. We're going to wire up these. We've got 2 heaters. We're going to have 5 apiece. We've got lights up there. Hey, 1 apiece or 2 apiece. Oh, I can't remember now. But yeah, so we're going to run all of that then off these switches down here. But for now, let's just, I don't know, chuck 60 in it. So we've got 60 power just coming into the base. Now, probably should just put 60 in there, but for some reason I put 40. Let's put 40 in there. So from the left hand side of this electrical branch, we've got 40 power. That's going to be enough for our turrets. So we're going to run a wire, run it around here. Now you want to put your turrets on a switch, because if you want to check the ammo and change the gun or anything like that, you're going to need to turn them off. So run it through a switch first. Now this is how I wire up my turrets. I run the power to the bottom of my electrical branch. Now the right hand side, I'll then connect that up to the bottom of the next electrical branch, and so on and so on. This just means I'll take power for 1 turret out of each one of these, and the rest of the power I need to go to the next one so I can run another turret. Now I know that there's probably more efficient ways of running it, but I like this. I like the way it looks, and leave me alone. This is the way I want to do it. So I'm going to run a turret now from the left hand side, and I'll run that to the power in, and then the second turret I'll run from the left hand side of the second one, and obviously I would put the third one on the third, the fourth on the fourth, and so on and so on. Now you need to change these electrical branches to 10 so that it's got enough power for the turret, and then the same again, another 10 for that one there. Boom. So turn them off. We're going to put a gun in them, some bullets. Same again on this one. shotgun and bullets, and then turn them back on. So that should be turrets wired in now, and obviously from there you could put as many turrets as you want, well, within reason. There's a limit to root combiners. So the power that we want to run through that electrical branch, then we need to add up what we've got over here. Now we're only using these 2 electrical branches, so that's going to be 2 power. Each one of those are going to be running 2 turrets, which is 10 each, so that's 20. So add that to the other, that's 22. We've got a switch as well. Yeah, the switch, that's another 1, so that's 23. So if we set this electrical branch top left now to 23, obviously if we wanted to use these other electrical branches, we're going to have to feed more power in. But just for now, we'll run 23 power. That's the basic minimum we've got for what we want for the turrets. So that'll then give us 0 power up to there, but it will be supplying 10 power to a turret. So boom, boom, we have 2 live turrets. There we go. Now on this right hand side we should have now 36 power free. This side now we're going to use this to wire up the heaters and the lights. So again, run it to a switch, because you want to be able to turn this shit on and off. Now there's different ways obviously you can do it. This is the way I like to do it again. Right, so I'll run into an electrical branch so I can split. I've got a heater circuit now will come off the one side. Take that off the left hand side. There we go. Connect the heater up and pass through. Connect that to the next heater. So you can take a lot more time with your wires when you're putting your wires in than I have, because I know it's messy. But wait till you see my base, don't worry about it. I do things properly. So we need 10 power to go through the heaters. So now turn the switch on. I should now have 2 working on the heaters. Boom, there we go. Now we've got heaters. Now we wanted to be doing lights. If you're wondering what the solar panel is, this is the control for my lights. So I'll use the power from a solar panel to stop the power travelling through a blocker. So this means when the sun's out, the blocker won't let anything pass through it. So as long as the sun's out, the lights will have no power here. So I'll run the right hand electrical branch now. I'll run that through the blocker, and I'll run that over to my lights. And by doing that, as I say, when it's daytime your lights will turn themselves off. When it's night time your lights will auto come on. Something I like to do. But here we go. This is the base now. This is the zigzag base. Now here we have it. Run all of this off 3 turbines. A couple of compounds and that. But we've got 3 up there. Now we've put those 10 high. 10 spaces high. Now we're running 4 batteries. Gives us 400 backup power. Running off splitters. Now this base is running off the exact same infinite loop as I've just shown there. And there's the infinite loop, bottom left. On the wall here, we've got 3 different circuits for our turrets here. For this, so we've got up here, top left, we've got all the root combiners. That's to combine all the power from all the wind turbines. I then run that power down. This is actually pre-count at the beginning. Before I used to put the count at the beginning. But I'll run the power over here, and this will run over into the ore switch, and this will run over into here. It's harder to see now whether my wires run, because I run all my wires and overlay them all so that they're all nice and neat. But the exact same infinite loop is here down in the left hand side. The only difference is, to supply the power to the batteries, I've had to run a splitter, so that the power, instead of going to one battery, goes to a splitter first, which splits off into two, and then at the top I've got another two splitters where I split it out again. But again, the blocker comes up here again into the OR switch, and that runs out here, and we power three switches this time. We run in turrets, we've got electrics, we've got internal turrets, and then we've got external turrets. We've got 5.5 guns on the one, and we've got pistol bullet guns on the other. So if we were to get raided, we could turn off one set whilst we re-ammo, and then switch those back on and turn the other ones off then, and then re-ammo on those turrets. I know it's a bit too far, but yeah, that's the way we've gone on this. So that splitter downstairs comes up here, splits off again into two lots of two, so that we can charge our 4 batteries. And that'll evenly charge all 4 batteries. Here is where we're just combining all the batteries back up together, so we can run the power back down here again, basically, and back through the blocker. So, whereas on the small scale, we only had 1 battery power, which was 100 power. We've got 4 batteries here, which will give us 400 power. So in the event of our wind turbines going down, if we were being raided and someone took them out, we'd have 400 battery power for the full life of those batteries. Basically, here we have it. Again, splitter, root combiner, sorry, comes over to here, and I just run one system into there, and then carry the next round, carry the next round, carry the next round. Over here we have pistol bullets for the outside. Well, it might be 5.5, sorry, actually 5.5s, 5.5 guns. All of these set to 10, obviously, running turret off each. And then the row underneath, we've got the pistol bullets, and then the room next to us, that's the internal turrets. So, exactly the same. Carry it round, access power, and then we're going to run a turret off the left hand side of all of them. Gone a little bit into depth on the video in here. Every single one of these say set for 10. See, and then over there we've got the internal ones. So, I say, when you spend a bit more time on the wiring, you can make it all look nice and neat. At least, I mean, you can go even more than this. I mean, this is not as overboard as I have been, but it's pretty tidy. I'd say it's pretty tidy. So yeah, not that anyone is still watching 30 minutes into my video, but if anyone is watching 13, 18 in now, send me put me a comment on with your name, and then you're getting a shout out in the next video. If you're playing Rust as well, if you do play Rust with me, and you are in the shout out, you're in the next video, guarantee. But here we go, here we have it. This is it. I don't really know what I'm doing anymore. I'm just showing you the rest of this now. Yeah, so I think that's about it though. So if there's any questions anyone has, comment, like, subscribe. But for now, right. And a but. When I say in a bit. It's a false alarm, but I'm not doing another 15 minutes of talking again. If you wanna see the base, top to bottom, stick it out to 16.5 minutes. You can do it. You've done 14.5. You've got another 2 in you. Surely, you can do this. I've no idea what I'm expecting myself to be talking about whilst I'm going through all this. I'm going to the same thing over and over again. I'm sorry. I apologise. This is really bad editing. This But I just wanted to get this video out because Donnie needed the electrics. So if I didn't mention already, this video is dedicated to the Donnie Burger himself. He's my junior trainee electrician. He's been doing very well now. He's not far away from getting his qualifications. He's pretty good. I'll be honest. He's pretty tidy with his wiring as well, which is pretty good to see. Confused the life out of me in the last base setup. I'm not. It sort of worked, but I'm not. I'll be honest. It took me a while to clock what he'd done, but it was good. It was good, and it was easily sortable. But yeah, here we have the base in its fullest. Turrets everywhere, cores everywhere. Yeah, that's how we roll. You ain't robbing our furnaces, boys. We got turrets. So, that's it. Anyway, so remember to like and subscribe. And I'll catch you next time. In a bot.